and welcome back to my channel. The other day on stream I set it my task to finally hit the item limit in Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I did it. That means that I have decorated as much as I possibly can at the moment. So what better way to celebrate than by doing a valley tour? And that is what we're going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to show you everything I've worked on, everything I haven't worked on, and hopefully this will give you some inspiration for when it comes to decorating your own valley. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first biome we're going to look at is my meadow. This is where I first properly started decorating, I feel, and for the longest of times this was pretty much incomplete, but I did do it. I did finish it eventually. So here is a bird's eye view of what it looks like. I'm going to do bird's eye views just so that you can see where I put placement of things. Albeit in this area there's a lot of trees, so you may struggle, but I'm going to give you a close-up view now and we'll walk through the meadow and see what it looks like. So I think we'll start over at my cottage. As you can see, we're joined by Ariel and Scar. Very nice. So I did cave and I did buy the cottage from the premium shop. It is probably the only house that I'm going to buy. I just feel that it fitted perfectly with my whole meadow vibe. So that is what we've gone for. And then over here we have a little bit of a shed area. I also decided to put my veg patch here as I thought they worked quite nicely. So we've got the garden shed and some tools, and then you can imagine farming items, just a little quaint cozy farm. And then I have a little seating area out the front here, which is where I feel I could enjoy my morning coffee, read a book, enjoy some sunshine. And this is all kind of pebbled around just to give it some little detail. And then I have a little flower garden over here with a well and a little birdhouse as well, just something a little bit cute just to fill up an area. And then the rest of the biome is pretty overgrown, and I totally understand that this may not be appealing to everyone, as there is a lot of items here. So it's probably going to be unlikely that you're going to want to replicate this because it is so overgrown. I have Kristoff's stool here just because I thought that it fitted nicely. And then we have another little workstation DIY area here. And Goofy's house is just situated here right next to the stairs and the pond so that he can do his fishing dreams. I just thought it was cute over here. As you can see, we don't really have much path here apart from in the little areas where there is some seating, like here, over here. I just thought that this was nice. The main paths I've gone for is using the little rocks throughout, which, yes, that did take a lot of items to do. And then Goofy's stall over here is pretty much the same. We've got some stones around the boundary, and then some more path and some items just dotted around, just to give it some pizzazz, something a little bit cuter, perhaps. There is some method to the madness in here, I assure you. It may just look like an overgrown mess, but there is some sort of structure. Over here we have my little berry farm, which I've just kind of snaked around some path and just dotted the berry bushes around, which I just think is a nice way to do it, so it just doesn't look like you've just put them all down in a square kind of way. The teleporter is here. I tried to keep it quite central to the whole biome. I didn't want it to be like symmetrical, like the focal point, so it is just off a little bit to the side, but again, not too much going on, just some foliage and stuff all around here. And then we have a little campfire area next to the fishing spot. Thank you, Anna, looking very cute there, admiring the water. So yeah, I just thought that make a little area where you can come and fish, because it is quite overgrown, so you need a clearing. And then over here is probably one of my favorite builds that I did for a character, and this is Merlin's home. I don't know, there's just something about it where it's overgrown and it just looks really nice with all the blues and the whites. Honestly, I think that's what kind of inspired the whole kind of colour scheme for the meadow, which, if you haven't figured it out, is pretty much blue and white. And we have a lot of blue and white flowers throughout. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole meadow. We'll move on to the next biome. Next up, we're going to go to my plaza. I did a whole speed build for this, so if you want to see how it was done, you can go and check that out. Here is the overview as to what it looks like. As you can see, it's pretty organized and pretty structured. but let's take a closer look. Okay, so we'll start over on kind of the left-hand side, and over here what we have is kind of my theme park entrance, because that is the whole kind of theme for this area. So we have the desk where you can purchase your tickets and things, and then I put the Star Path kind of gift shop stand here, added in a few items around it just to finish it off. I think the Mirabelle celebration kind of basket worked quite nicely, as those are the sort of things that you might see at a theme park. And then obviously we have Scrooge's shop over here as well, acting as like our gift shop. And then I have a little bit of a fountain statue moment going on here with the Fab 3, of course. And then into the theme park we go. Hi Wally, you enjoying that bench? Good. We have a little fast food stand area over here. We obviously have the Dumbo ride as well, if you if you can't see it. It's just having a little bit of a moment there, enjoying. I did use the It's a Small World towers over here as well, with some balloons and some benches. These fountain tiles, I use them throughout, and I will just say, if you want to use them, you may get some weird water spurts when you're in other biomes. So if you see that during this video, that's what this is. And then the main kind of focal point in the whole kind of area, the valley, is definitely here. And I really like the setup here with all the balloons, the flowers, the bushes, and the benches. I wasn't sure what to put in the center here. I tried using a fountain and it didn't work. And then you can obviously see the Ferris wheels in the background as well. So I used two. Just to create a bit of symmetry. I don't normally do symmetry, but I think it kind of works. Oh my gosh, they're so big. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get them in the shot. It's so hard. And we have a lot of the figment topiaries as well. Some of you were asking, how do you get multiple of these? You can just order them from Scrooge's shop. So if you're ever thinking, why has she got more than one? That's why. You can definitely order them from up there. So yeah, over on the other side, we have another Ferris wheel, more figment topiaries, the teacup ride as well, of course we had to use that. Not my favorite ride because I do get very sick, but nonetheless it's adorable. I love the colors on it. And then over here we have like a photo op, because when you go to Disney World you can obviously get the memory maker pack. So I decided to just do a little setup here using the green screen. I put some pictures of Donald up. I don't know why, I just think that they are so funny, and I think they kind of work because it's like he's had his portrait taken, so those are like the example pictures. Although I hope it doesn't turn out like this one. That would be very poor photography. I do also have the up balloons as well here. These were from the very first Star Path, I think, so if you didn't get them, I'm sorry, just to taunt you with this item, but they're cute. And then more symmetry over here with the It's a Small World towers, the balloons, benches. Hi Woody, are you alright? I did also add in some of Stitch's little Space Ranger thing, because I feel like they act as like the coin operated toys that you might find around. So I just thought that they worked nicely. And then over here we kind of had the food court. It's not really overly food court, it's more just a place where you can sit down and eat your food, or if you wanted to, you can go to Chez Remy for a posh sit down meal if you like, and you don't want to enjoy your packed lunch, that's totally fine too. Oh look, Elsa is here ready to serve you some tea. She is definitely a paid actor for that. But it's working, thank you Elsa. I just realized, I don't know if that's a glitch, but I'm pretty sure I didn't put the bushes on the fountain tiles. Not sure what happened there. I don't know if you can actually do that. I don't know if that's a furniture glitch. Yeah. So yeah, that's the theme park. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, go and see the full build on my channel if you want to see how it was done. But so many theme parks out there. They're all wonderful. So it's a great little build. Okay, up next, we are going to head to the sunlit plateau. And here is the overview of what it looks like. In this area, we have Prince Eric, Mirabelle, and Simba and Nala, obviously. So let's have a little tour through it. So we're going to start off in Scar's little area. I've not really done too much here. I've added in a Scar's rock and some foliage. I don't think there's anywhere else where he belongs really. So here he is, there to be forgotten about, I think. And then further down, I've just put Goofy's stall here, just on the edge here. I did add Prince Eric's home here, which probably is a bit unusual, but I wasn't sure where else to put them, and I think that the colouring of the castle kind of matches with everything that I've gone up here. It's pretty autumnal. I'm not really a fan of how I've decorated it. It looks okay. It's nothing special. And then through here, we have the teleporter here, just surrounded by some bushes, again, with that lovely autumnal feel. I've got lots and lots of foliage around here, rocks, and a lot of the kind of furniture item that did come with the set. For Lion King. I think that works nicely. And then over here I decided to put my cacao bean trees and the gooseberry bushes together. I feel like the colours match best for this sort of biome, so I decided to add them in here. Again, pretty higgledy-piggledy, no kind of structure, just a bit more natural, which is how I like it. And then over the bridge, this is where Pride Rock is for Simba and Nala. I did like a nice little seating area out front. The questions were asked as to how they would sit on them, but I think they could sit on the sofas. They could have a nice relax up there. We've got the waterfalls in the background, the little kind of oasis type thing. I still haven't got Nala to level 10 yet, but you will be definitely seeing her waterfall in here once I do get that unlocked. And then we have the nice pond here, just some more foliage over the other side. And then if we go through here, this is where Mirabelle's lovely casita is. This is so pretty with all of the colors. I did this for another speed build as well, which you can definitely check that out. But we've got a little cooking area. My whole kind of inspiration for this was like definitely like a family party. So we've got lots of food on the tables, a little place to play some music, have a little dance as you do, and obviously somewhere to get some goodies from a piñata. I just thought that the colors were really, really nice, and they kind of go with the whole area over here. Probably one of my favorite houses, if not my favorite house. I really, really do love her house. It's gorgeous. So there is my plateau. Okay, next up is one of the biomes that I have not touched at all, and you will still see items around. I'm just going to show you quickly, but there is literally nothing here. I haven't decorated any of this area. So I really cannot wait to get the update for the pumpkin house finally, and to be able to clear up these flame things. They look radioactive, but yeah, I really want to be able to clear them up. As you can see, there is literally nothing happening here. I once did decorate my Goofy stall for a stall ideas video, but then I destroyed that. I did like the way that it was looking, so once these dastardly flames have disappeared, I think I will enjoy decorating this area. It is a little bit dark, and I know that people have moaned about that, and that's totally understandable. I do prefer the lighter biomes, but here we go. Here is proof that I have not decorated this biome. Okay, next up we're going to look at the Glade of Trust. I have done a bit of decorating here, which I will show you. I can't give you a bird's eye overview because of that giant tree in the center, but I will show you what I've done. I know you may see some items that will, when picked, will definitely remove from the item limit, but I'm currently over it by quite a lot, so I don't know how much that will really contribute it. So when you first enter the glade, as you can see, it's pretty bare here. I've got some egg bushes, some coffee bushes around. Mickey's house is over here because I have Minnie's house over here. If I had more items, I would definitely decorate his home as well. But for Minnie, I did like a cute little pink cottage, lots of flowers. I put the cherry trees here because I think that they go really, really nicely with her house. I gave her a little bit of a gardening setup with lots of flowers, potted plants and things, and a little place for her to relax with a cup of tea. I really would have loved to have continued to decorate the whole biome like this with little pops of purple and using the purple flower as well. They are just so cute. The only other thing really to show you is the Goofy stall. I did this for the video that I was talking about in the Forgotten Lands, and I kept this one. I don't know why I kept it because it does count towards the item limit, but I really liked the way that it looked. So we've got the trees around it, some more plants and foliage and things. Yeah, I also do have Ursula's house here. That was a recommendation from a viewer, I think, during a stream about putting it here. I think it does fit here quite well, and I was tired of having all the houses lined up on the beach. So if you're looking for a place for it, then here is a good one. Next up, we have one of my least favorite places to decorate, and this is Dazzle Beach. I'm really not sure about this one, but here is the overview as you can see what's going on here. And then there is the other area as well. I just found this super hard to decorate, but here you go. So the first character we have here is Stitch's home. I love this observatory. It's so cute. I gave him a little swimming pool because why not? And then there is a little bit of decoration around it. And I love that fence as well. And then Donald's boat is here. Please ignore Ariel's castle in the background. I tried to hide it by shoving it back there. We have a little kind of centerpiece for the walkway using the premium shop pillars. Yes, I did cave and buy them as well. And then just some like beach stuff. We've got the parasols with the blankets, a little campfire area using that Moana fire thing. Goofy's stool is here. Oh, not sure what happened to the fence there. That looks like a bit of a glitch. Joys. And then across here, this is more like the Moana area. And we have the teleporter, which is just surrounded by some fencing. There's a few flowers, nothing too spectacular. We've got Moana's boat here as well. Lots and lots of rocks to path you through the area. And then here is Moana's area. I did destroy the Moana build that I did for her originally. That was part of a speed build. And I redid it on stream the other day. I prefer the original one, but I tried to do it more mindful of items. So we've got a nice banquet area, a little campfire. I like the setup with Maui and the waterfall and stuff behind, and then a few items on the table. I thought that was pretty cute. And then that's pretty much it. We have Maui's house over here. I love his house. It's so cool. And I don't think I have anyone else. No, that's it. Yeah, that is Dazzle Beach for you folks. The penultimate biome that we're going to look at is the Forest of Valor, and this is quite an interesting one. There is a lot going on here, as you can see from the bird's eye view. That gives you an idea of the layout that I went for and maybe some inspiration for you. So let's have a closer look. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like. This is definitely what I'm gonna say is definitely one of the biomes where I pulled back, trying to be mindful of the item limit. If I had all the items in the world, then this would be so full. Clutter Queen would be in full motion. Here is Wally's little truck thing. It's got a little bit of a junkyard vibe to him. I didn't have enough of that fencing to go all the way around, and boy, it's expensive, so I will save that for another time. But yeah, just a little bit of an area here for him. As you can see, lots of foliage around, lots of scatters of rocks and tree trunks and things. Here's the teleporter here. I wish I could have put the little stones bordering all around this path and have it nice and curved, but nope, item limit would not allow. And then I didn't know where else to put Woody's carousel. I thought about putting it in the theme park, but it just wasn't working. I didn't like it there. And I think there were better items to put there. So it's up here. I gave him a little bit of a Pixar area with the Pixar ball and these cubes here. I just thought it kind of looked cute. It's very random, but it kind of looked cute. And this is where I really ran out of items. As you can see, it's quite sparse for me anyway. I'm sure other people would disagree, but hey. And then across this bridge, this is where we have Buzz's little RV. I now am fully in love with this house. I think it's so cute. I think someone gave me the idea of doing like a campfire. I don't know if it was Stephanie or whoever, but really love the idea. So I went and took my own little twist on it, and this is what I came up with. The perfect place to toast some marshmallows. Hi, Simba. Well, why don't you take a seat and maybe Buzz will give you some grub. And then if we head down here, this is the entry into my orchard for my apples and my lemons. and then you kind of sneak your way through. This was one of the very first speed builds that I did for Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I still love it. I haven't taken it down for that reason. As I said before, I just like not having them all just stuck together in a big cube. I prefer it to feel more aesthetic, I guess. And then yeah, that is the forest done. As I said, had we hit more items, then I would have definitely decorated it more, put more time and effort into it. But it is what it is, so there we go. And the final biome is of course Frosted Heights. As you can see, I have done nothing here either. It is very, very empty apart from obviously Anna and Kristoff's house. I will say I did do a video where I decorated this whole biome. So if you want to see what it probably would have looked like had I had more items and not destroyed it, then you can go and check out that video as well. But yeah, this is a shame because it is a nice biome and there is nice frozen items that I would love to use, but alas, we need more item space. So it will stay like this for now, unfortunately. So there we have it. There is my total valley tour. Obviously I want the item limit to be lifted and I can decorate more. We'll wait and see what happens with the next update, whether that makes me destroy some areas and change them up a bit. We'll see. But yeah, I would say I've completed maybe a couple of the biomes, but some of them definitely still need a lot of work. So yeah, stay tuned to see what happens with the future of my valley. We shall see. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye.